What are you doing here? I'm Delilah, and this is my place. I don't normally take too kindly to strangers barging in on me, but I happen to have helped the doc save you. Flatterer. I'm jealous of the life of a courier. Seeing the wastes, it must be great. Mainly, I help Doc Mitchell around the clinic. I'm going to be a doctor one day. I think I'll need more experience than what he can show me here. Ever since I lost Uncle Sulik, it hasn't really been the same. I think I need to strike out and find my own destiny. What do you want to know? My mom went into the clearing when I was 5, and Dad raised me here in Good Springs. Uncle Sulik lived with us too. We lived a good life. Dad taught me to read. We read every night. He told me wonderful stories about books we would probably never see again. Dad didn't only teach me to read books, though. He taught me to read people, too. He left me this gun in case I ever read something I didn't like. I spent most of my childhood either learning tribal remedies with Sulik or reading and shooting with my dad. I lost my dad 5 years ago, and Sulik last year. I guess the only thing I have left here is this house. Doc Mitchell, I guess. He's such a perv. It's something Uncle Sulik used to say. Instead of dying, when we all leave this life, we meet those we loved at the clearing at the end of the path. Uncle Sulik was like my dad's brother, but not really. See, Dad was raised near tribals in California and had a close relationship with them. When Dad met Mom, they decided to come make a life for themselves in the Mojave. Uncle Sulik came with them to protect my parents. Something about being bound to him. Sulik treated me just like family, though, and taught me a lot of tribal medicine. He showed me how to make his ancestral pain remedy. Voodoo. It's very potent and very addictive. Be careful with it. He also taught me to make this special Shadow Walker potion and the process for extracting what he called crag hash from some plants. Coyote healing powder is an old remedy he had used in the days as a young brave with his tribe. It uses concentrated tobacco with a stimulant. Since the Great War, his tribe had survived for generations in a mountain tunnel complex. They crawled out from the caves in those mountains after the bombs fell, and they remained sacred to his people to this day. Sulik said that giant geckos led them from the caves, and as the mountains are sacred to them, so are the geckos that live there. Okay. I'd love to. I think this is exactly the opportunity I've been waiting for. Let me grab my things. I forgot to mention, I'll be able to help you out with your medical chems. I know some tricks I can show you to make them last longer. I can also make a couple of tribal remedies if you need them. Okay. Doesn't take much more than some hillbillies and the smell of Brahmin dung to remind a girl why she left home.
down in one.
Hi there. Sticking around Good Springs for a while longer? Yeah, I guess there's a thing or two I could show you. Sounds like you need all the help you can get after what they done to you. Meet me outside, behind the saloon.
Yes.
Now, see the sarsaparilla bottles on the fence there? Take this and try to hit a couple of them. That's the right idea. Look down the sight. Try crouching down and staying still. It'll help your aim. Nice shot. Well, that's a start. But I don't reckon you came to me to learn to fight sarsaparilla bottles. Tell you what, I gotta go chase geckos away from our water supply anyway. Darn critters are attracted to it. Why don't you come along? Follow me. It's just down to the southeast a short ways. Hear that up on the ridge behind me there? We got some geckos to clear out. Bunch of little monsters is what they are. Seems like Doc Mitchell treats more gecko bites than anything else. Let's see if we can get a little closer. If we move quietly, we can get the jump on them. More likely to hit something vital that way. Okay, you're on. Go give him hell. See? You're getting the hang of it. There's 2 more wells that still need clearing. You want, you can come along. It'd be worth a few caps to me. Shouldn't take more than a couple minutes, especially with 2 of us. Come with me. Holy moly. If you hadn't come here like you done, I'd be a goner for sure. I came up here to draw water, but here, you should have what I got. You look thirsty. Now that was some good work. Even got a little exciting there at the end. Here's a little spending money for the trouble. One more thing I wanted to show you. Thought I might teach you about living off the land and making useful things for yourself. Interested? Alright then. We'll need a couple ingredients to get started. Gonna want some xander root and a brock flower. Let me think now. I know I've seen brock flowers growing up at the graveyard, and I seem to remember there being xander root over by the schoolhouse. Bring those on back to me, and we'll get cooking.
Howdy, stranger. Take a seat by the campfire. It's a long way from here to town. My name's Hope. Hope Lies. Funny name, I know. German, I think. The lion part, not the hope. Does what? I don't know. You've been traveling these wastes. Why don't you tell me? Al? Don't pay him no mind. He ain't much for talking. But if you make trouble, he'll put two in your skull. It'd certainly explain a lot, but no, I reckon he's just the silent type. In any case, this is his camp, and that lovely piece of tin over there is his trailer. Me, I'm just passing through. I'm looking for something. Maybe you know it? It's a plant. An orchid, I think. They say it grows out where the dust is thick, but you know how that is. Places like that, you can't take more than 2 steps before the radiation soups your insides. Well, girl's gotta have her secrets. But I tell you what, you help me find it and I'll spill it all. Beans, pork, you name it. Till then, let's just say it's worth your weight in caps to find it. Wouldn't hurt to have another set of eyes. Alright, you got yourself a deal. I always say treat people how you want to be treated. So if the Enclave hates mutants, then I guess they want people to hate them too.
Keep your eyes peeled for xander root, okay? Sure could use a drink. I bet Trudy would be happy to see us.
What do you need? Bye.
Life's all about breaks. You gotta know when to make them and when to take them. Well, I guess I can trust you. It's not the plants so much as what's in them. Doc says they feed on rads like bees to honey. You get sick and a plant like that'll flush it right out of your system. And that's what I need it for. A friend of mine, his wife, she's dying. They tried that already. Even got her in one of those suits in case the air was bad. Doc said the plant's the only thing that'll save her. I know him, and that's all that matters. The rest, well, it's complicated. People don't got any sense is why. When they found out what it could do, everyone and their sister plucked it out of the ground. You ask people now, they say it's gone forever. Can't find what ain't there. But Pa always told me, can't never could. So long as you have faith, God will show you the way. Yeah, there's a profit in it. Enough to make people kill for it. So this ain't exactly gonna be a picnic. In fact, if word gets out, I'd say it'd be more like a tornado in a trailer park. So we best put on our bibs if we want to eat. Thanks for helping. I ain't good at this sort of thing, but I just want to say I owe you one.
When I was a kid, Dad told me the legend of Dead-Eye Cedric. Cedric had lost both eyes, but he could hit a bottle cap in mid-air with his hunting rifle.
Protect and serve.
Let me see what you got. Yeah, these'll do just fine. Just fine. Alright now. We're gonna be making something folks on the trail call healing powder. Go on over to that campfire now. Give it a try. Hey, that's not bad, see? All it takes to make a recipe is the right ingredients and the right know-how. Sometimes it won't be a campfire you need. Might need to do some work on your guns and ammo, maybe. Important thing to get is it's all the same idea. You just need to find the right place to set up shop. Workbench or reloading bench, whatever. Well, I hope that's enough to get you started. I'm heading back now. Hope I didn't miss anything good on the jukebox. Cheyenne would never forgive me. Hey, do me a favor. Trudy, she's the bartender up at the Prospector. Kind of the town mom. She likes to meet newcomers. She'd be cross with me if I didn't ask you to poke your head in and say hi. Howdy.
I'm done being nice. If you don't hand Ringo over soon, I'm going to get my friends and we're burning this town to the ground. Got it?
We'll keep that in mind. Now, if you're not going to buy something, get out. Well, you've been causing quite a stir. Glad I finally got to meet you. Welcome to the Prospector Saloon. Looks like our little town got itself dragged into the middle of something we don't want anything to do with. About a week ago, this traitor, Ringo, comes into town. Survivor of an attack, he says. Bad men after him. Needs a place to hide. We figured he was just in shock, so we gave him a place to lie low. We didn't actually expect anyone to come after him. He's holed up at the abandoned gas station up the hill. Some of the others, like Sonny, will probably stand up for Ringo if he asks for help, which he hasn't. Personally, I hope he sneaks out of town one night and takes the powder gangers with him. Chain gangs, really. The NCR brought them in from California to work on the rail lines. Problem is, it turns out that giving convicts a bunch of dynamite and blasting powder isn't the best idea. It was a big escape not too long ago. Some of them stuck together so they could make trouble. That's what we're dealing with now. You mean murder him? That's not our way, even if Cobb is scum. He can bluster and threaten all he wants. All right. If you were able to get Ringo out of this mess, you'd have a decent reputation around Goodsprings. I'd even set you up with a discount. Of course, helping Ringo would also make the powder gangers mad, and they've got a lot of friends out there. Don't know why you'd want to do a thing like that. Yep, you'd get on their good side, but people around here wouldn't appreciate it one bit. He's a convict, just without the chains. Said his name was Cobb. Powder gangers is what they call themselves. Plenty more like him out there. Not much, other than they're a bunch of freeloaders who expected a few rounds on the house. I was able to get them to pay up, though. Of course, one of the great cons did knock my radio to the floor, by accident, and it hasn't been working since. They were having some kind of argument about it, but the guy in the checkered coat kept shushing them. Sounded like they came in from the north through Quarry Junction. If that's the case, I can't say I blame them for not wanting to go back. That whole area is overrun with the kind of critters that just get mad if you shoot them. Merchants avoid that whole stretch of I-15 like it's radioactive, which it could be for all I know. I didn't hear exactly, but the leader was talking about the Strip. Fellow wants to get there and avoid the 15, he'd have to go east. Take Highway 93 up. I know that thing as much as anyone else around here. It mostly keeps to itself, which is just fine by me. It acts friendly enough, but I don't trust that whole cheerful cowboy act. I find it all very creepy. It was here when I took over the saloon 7 years ago. Some people have said its owner lived here, but no one knows who it was. Other than rolling around once in a while, it doesn't do anything useful as far as I can tell. I don't know why it took an interest in you, but I'd be careful. It's never helped anyone before. Fine by me. Mostly traders looking to buy bighorn or meat and hides. The traders are the main reason the general store manages to stay in business. Most travelers heading south on the I-15 just push on towards Prim, unless they're in desperate need of supplies. Be careful out there.
Evening.
I wonder what Sunny's up to. You know, Cheyenne's almost my dog. I let Sunny have her when Dad explained all the chores that come with having a dog.
That's close enough. Who are you, and what do you want with me? Sorry about the gun. You just caught me off guard, that's all. We got off to a bad start. Let's say we start over with a friendly game of Caravan. You know how to play? Yeah. He doesn't look very tough, though. I hear he's afraid I'll shoot him down from one of the windows when I see him. And he's right. I'll have a much bigger problem once his friends show up. There's no way I could handle all of them in a gunfight. I'm gonna lay low for as long as I can, assuming the town doesn't throw me to the wolves. I've got no chance against the gang on my own. We'd just end up sharing the same grave if it's just the two of us. Now, if some of the other people in town were also on board... Start with Sunny Smiles. She's been friendlier than most around here.
Hello. Hi there. Sticking around Good Springs for a while longer? Say no more. I'm in. Joe Cobb talks about leaving us alone if we hand over Ringo, but I know his type. He and his friends will come after the town eventually. However, between you, me, and Ringo, we aren't exactly a force to be reckoned with. A lot of people around here look up to Trudy. If you could convince Trudy to join us, some of the folks in town might decide to help out as well. I know Easy Pete's got a stock of dynamite somewhere, and Chet just got a shipment of leather armor we could borrow. Talk to them as well. Finally, there's a good chance we'll all end up with extra holes in us. So if Doc Mitchell could cough up some extra stim packs, that'd be great. I'll be waiting.
Hey. So you're planning on taking on Joe Cobb's gang. It's a big risk, but I suppose you have to do what you think is right. I was planning on sitting this one out, but for some reason, I can't help but like you. I'm with you. Let me have a word with a few other folks, and I'll see if I can't round up some more members for this militia you're creating. While everyone does own a gun, we could stand to be a little better equipped. The general store probably has what we need in stock. Be careful out there.
Howdy. Too dangerous. Wanna kill all yourselves if I let you touch it. Better to leave it buried. Safer that way. Uh-huh. Guess you know what you're doing. I'll go dig it up and get it ready. You'll have it by the time the fighting starts. Keep your gun handy if you go poking around some of the abandoned places around here, like the schoolhouse. Critters move in there sometimes.
You looking to buy some supply? Now just hold on. I never voted to take on the powder gangers. That's a 1,000 cap investment you're talking about. You made your point. I can provide people with some leather armor and extra ammo. Sure hope it's worth it. And I'll be guarding the store while all this is going on. I have to put my business first. You understand. Can do. Another satisfied customer. Take it easy now.
So what's going on? Did Sonny agree to help us? Well, I guess that means we're ready to go. Unless you think there's something else you can do. All right. I'll just wait here until you come get me.
Howdy. Was a problem. Nah. Means I poke through old buildings looking for working tech and such. Some folks just call it salvaging, but never liked the term. Nope. Had a pretty good claim once, way out east by the river, but got run off by raiders. Eventually got too old to keep going out. bad. Uh-huh. Yup.
Evening.
What's the plan? Are we ready? All right, I'm ready. I hope.
Time to look alive. The powder gangers are here to play. At least 6, Joe Cobb included. They look pretty mean. Oh, Easy Pete came through with the dynamite. Here's your supply. I really hope I don't blow myself up. I'll be set up near the store. Let's hope that the gang doesn't manage to make it that far.
Keep...
Okay, I'll keep my distance. I always say a good day starts with a healthy smile. And maybe a side of bacon if you got it.
I owe you a huge favor for this. Here, these are technically Crimson Caravan funds, but I know they'll understand once I explain things. I'll stick around for a bit longer, but I'll be gone in a few days. If you ever visit New Vegas, look me up at the Crimson Caravan camp.
I'm glad that business is over. I like it when Good Springs is nice and quiet. Be careful out there.
Some days you feel like doing nothing. That'll just leave you feeling empty. Gotcha.